Hi, my name is Jason LaMotte, and I want to share with you a show of my paintings. The show is called Masks and Eyes and features paintings from 4 different series I've been working on over the last year to 3 years. This exhibition is being held in Gallery 57 Underground, which is located downstairs in the Dawes Center for the Arts in beautiful downtown Pomona, and it's running from October 14th to November 11th of 2017. On the east wall, I have paintings from my Presence series, which is a series of oil on canvas paintings consisting entirely of concentric oval bands of color. Within my framework of oval bands, I worked intuitively selecting my colors. I would just look at the canvas, pick a color, mix it up, and carefully by freehand paint an oval band, and then let the canvas dry, put it on the wall, wait for days, weeks, even months, until I was inspired, felt like I knew the next step, take it down, mix up another color, and paint another oval band. And in this way, I worked on all 12 of these paintings over a period of about 3 years. For these paintings, I was trying to find the most minimal, simple, basic shape I could that's still significant and meaningful to me. I felt like I was drilling down deeper and deeper in almost a process of contraction to find this kind of elusive center. So in that way, it sort of reminded me of layers of an onion. I also thought of a portal, a passageway, and thought of it as a tunnel. Sometimes, I guess I would wonder, at times I would wonder, is this an eyeball? Is this a fingerprint? Is this a cell? Is this a passageway? Usually they did retain this feeling of an individual. My first one actually started as the outline of a head study that I just left out all the features to and thought I should just keep these oval outlines, fill the whole canvas with them. On the south wall of the gallery hang paintings from my U.S. popular culture series, also oil on canvas paintings. I've been working on this series for years now and have over 20 of these. For this series of paintings, I wanted to paint something that was not personal to me at all, but something that I felt was around me, pervasive in the world. I picked U.S. popular culture because it was a topic I wanted to know more about, and something honestly that I felt I could know a lot more about, that I didn't know that much about. I didn't feel like I really had popular tastes. And so I wanted to kind of feel what it was like to research things that were more popular in the public opinion than things that I liked. Really to try to open my heart to what's popular in this country of mine around me. To find the images for this series, I searched the internet for terms like most popular US film star or celebrity, most popular American sports figure, lunch, fast food chain, logo, whatever I could think of. And of the images that I got returned, I would select the most iconic, readable pictures, download those to my computer, and then later select 4 images for each composition. Basically 2 primary subjects and 2 background images, trying to establish a formulaic approach so that they all sort of had a production line, commodity, materialistic type feel. I think I was also influenced a lot by advertising here in Southern California. I put the images together for these compositions in Photoshop. Quickly. That part was really about the only place where my subconscious, inner sort of personality had a chance to play, is in the juxtapositioning of these elements. I didn't want to think about it too much. I just wanted it to make a kind of a visual sense, do it quickly, and then spend my time painting the picture. which I did at first. I drew it freehand from the computer screen. I gridded out my canvas, looked at the computer screen, the image on the screen, and just drew out an underdrawing and then painted it in. I always had been interested in doing paintings that looked like collages, but were actually painted. I think it's a bit of a commentary, too, on the amount of images that surround us, of products, of advertising, also of people, of celebrities, and our relationship to those things depicted in those images. The paintings on the west wall of the gallery are from my Wild Masks series. These are mostly oil paints over some acrylic and graphite, on canvas, over panel. They're done more recently, from within this last year. For these paintings, I used a very intuitive and spontaneous approach, one that is more like how I used to paint in the past. In this way, the only thing I really kept in mind was that somehow they would end up like sort of face or mask-like forms, but that really within that context, I was free to do whatever I wanted, one mark leading to the next, in a rather free improvisational way. With painting like this, I never know what I'm going to get, but it's a great way to dig down into the subconscious mind and pull something up, which is always a fascinating and an important activity for me. It's figured prominently in my painting of the past. Also along the way, these acquired some interesting titles, probably things I was thinking about. This one on my right is called Mask for Party with Pixelated Surveillance Cameras, and this one on my left is called Mask for When Protest or Event Turns Tragic. The idea of painting masks gave me an other to shoot for, as well as the opportunity to get into some interior spaces of myself. The title of this one on my right is Mask for Swallowing Bitter American Pill. The title of this one on my left is Mask for Mystical Revelation in the Woods. These paintings reveal how they've been built up over multiple layers, like scaffolding and fallen leaves. This one on my right is called Mask for Undercover Foreign Engagement. And this one on my left is called Mask for the Memory of Animals Fallen in the Hunt. This is the 7th one in the show, and it's called Mask for Nighttime Border Crossings. Hanging on the north wall and in the alcove of the gallery are paintings from my Everywhere/Nowhere series. For these paintings, I'm going for an ultimately compelling abstract image, one that seems to return your gaze with both surprise and mystery. In these paintings, to get the kind of curves and complexity that I was looking for, I turned to Photoshop again and used the pen tool. And each of these paintings are created with 3 paths that are flipped twice, both vertically and horizontally. Many of these I'd keep going, adding other lines, embellishments, dry brushed areas, glazed areas, in an effort to give it that rich, strange, compelling look. This painting is one of the more recent ones in this show. Again, this series is oil on canvas over panel. There's no tape used. It's all freehand painted in, pretty much with a number 2 flat. Sometimes I'll use a 00 round to get into the points. And I'll have to use more than 1 coat of paint, a couple coats on each color just to give it that rich, juicy quality. This one I was happy to hear a woman at the opening said it reminded her of a cobra mouth ready to strike and butterfly wings. So I like this combination of danger and beauty. I'm continuing working on all 4 of these series of paintings, and I feel that each one is a separate standalone body of work. However, for this show, I thought it'd be interesting to put them together as they all deal loosely with perception and identity. Thank you for letting me share my paintings with you. I like these paintings. I'd like for more people to see them. I'd like to show them in more places. I really appreciate your time, your looking, your interest. Thank you.